A scarf's knitting pattern uses 20% red, 60% white, and 20% black. A few extra colours might be used before the red. However, the design can't be appreciated while the scarf is worn. Why? I'll say that again. A scarf's knitting pattern uses 20% red, 60% white, and 20% black. A few extra colours might be used before the red. However, the design can't be appreciated while the scarf is worn. Why?
Oh, because if it's too worn, the colours will have faded away.
Hey!
That's it. We're done.
Next question.
Just trying to draw it, which is not easy when you only have a lead pencil.
Yeah, I've got one colour of pen here. But we know the percentages that are in there. We don't know the pattern at all.
No, which presumably will be very relevant. It was 20% red, 60% white, and then another 20%
and then 20
black?
Yeah.
But then it said that a couple of other colours might be used before the red, which does sound like we've got sort of an ordering to it,
So
which is curious.
what is this imitating? This has to be a pattern of a thing that appears somewhere else in the world.
My first thought of something that you wouldn't be able to notice as easily if the scarf was being worn, because you would wrap it around yourself to wear it. But if you splayed it out, what if it was, well, I was going to say something stupid, like, what if it was 1-1 from Mario? Like, that people very often reference the first level of Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario 1-1.
yeah.
And so you could do that whole thing as one long horizontal strip of the full level. What if it's the Bayou Tapestry? And you can't quite, if you extend it, you're like, look, he's being shot in the eye with an arrow. But if you wrap it up, it's like, it's just a mixture of colors. You can't quite tell. Orientation seems to matter.
That's a good guess, but I feel like there's more colours in the Bayou Tapestry.
Well,
Maybe.
Yeah, the colours here are red, white, and black. So what's black and white and red all over? It's a newspaper. Like the red is the tabloid red title at the top, and the rest is newsprint somehow.
and the other colours are maybe if they had a photo on the front page.
Yeah.
I do like the idea of going into this mosaic vibe of you've got to lay it out and then walk really far back to be able to appreciate it.
It's one of those magic eye puzzles.
Oh, no, I can't do those.
Yeah. Surely there's some image that we know collectively as a trio.
You definitely know it.
There's red, white, and black. Or black, white, and red.
The bit with the order of colours was a good place to go down.
Well, yeah, as soon as we started listing colours in an order, I was thinking of flags, but the ratios are unusual for flags, as is and maybe there's some other colours. Flag designers usually don't appreciate that.
Usually you know the colours in a flag. Red like a sunset. White like the white sands of the Atacama Desert. And black like something.
There are football scarves as well, which have team logos or something like that. So you have to hold it up to get the message out. But I don't see that as like white, black, and red. Like there are definitely teams with those colours, but 60% white.
Well, if it was about a sports team colours, then I would hope that Michelle would have enough tact to say, you might know this and not you do know this image.
I've been assuming that these are... I mean, I don't know how to describe it as horizontal or like they could be latitudinal. Like as you move down the long part of the scarf.
Oh, like
so
it's red for a
longitudinal,
while, and then it's white for even longer, and then eventually it's black at the end.
That was how I drew it.
Yeah, but you could flip that 90 degrees. As you draw the scarf out horizontally, it could be red at the top, then white, then black at the bottom.
Yeah, I think I was picturing the latter.
Which would be... That would be a white centre with red on one side, black on the other side.
But that would be just as noticeable worn as it would be not worn, right? No one's like, is that
good point.
red, white, and black? Oh my gosh, it is! You took it off, and now I know that it is. Like, it can't just be 3 blocks of colour. That's just as interpretable
when you're wearing the scarf. Yes,
worn or not. There's got to be some like if you.
Are we going famous? Is it a mosaic of some sort of a famous artwork? That's all I've got in my head right now, and I can't think of what famous artwork is primarily red, black, and white.
It is actually blocks, like Bill said.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. So it's a Mondrian painting. Gotcha.
So as in like for a while it's just red, and then for a while it's just white?
Yeah. So think about
Interesting.
if you're not wearing the scarf, how might you arrange the scarf?
You could fold. They actually have it like folded, like a Mad Magazine folding effect is happening rather than circled around a neck.
Or just hanging up from its center.
Keep going.
Okay, so you've got it hanging on the washing line or hanging, or like hung up half it. So it's white down both sides.
And
Then
black
one of the
and
ends
red.
is black. The other end is red, maybe with a bit more stuff at the bottom.
Another way of storing it could be if you hyper roll it up so that it's,
It's like a snail that's red
Like a
in the
jam
center
roll.
and then
Yeah.
white and then black.
Oh, which would make it look like a target?
Which would make it look like a target.
Our target's red in the middle, and then aren't they usually red and
Or a dartboard.
red then green.
You're getting it.
Ooh.
Okay.
So you roll it up, red in the middle, then this ring of white, and then a thinner ring of black. Right, red. That's a target.
Sometimes the red is a little bit pinker, if that helps. It could be lots of different colors, plus the extra colors, but you're getting extremely close.
It's like a black ring with a white center and then a red thing in the middle of that might have other colors in it, which makes it an eye. It looks like an eye, like a red eye, to promote the movie Red Eye, starring whoever's in that, starring
Rachel McAdams.
So a popular choice of color for one of the other colors might be green.
Black ring around the outside. Big white
Yeah,
section.
so 20%,
Yeah.
60% white, a little bit of red in the middle.
Maybe green.
green, like the eyes of Cillian Murphy, who I've remembered is the person who stars in the movie Red Eye.
Yes.
Coincidentally, I'm holding one.
What?
I actually have one.
Is this a flag?
It's not a flag because it's circular, but
yeah.
what else do you associate with specific countries?
Yeah, a coat of arms,
A map,
Go away from symbols, things that you enjoy from different countries, and every country has one of
Snacks.
these, or multiple of these.
food. It looks like a food
Yeah,
of
this is
some sort.
That's a disappointing pizza.
It's a sushi roll.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, wow. You really do have
So
that.
I'm holding one, which I made a really skinny one because I was just trying to get the design right. But yeah, it's like once you roll it up, you've got like the reddish salmon in the middle, then you've got like a bit of avocado, lettuce, and then all the rice. My one doesn't have much rice, and then the seaweed on the outside.
Because the seaweed is
wild.
20% when you pull it out, but it's the widest part. It's the circumference. So the 20% on the outside looks tiny. The 20% on the inside looks big. That's infuriating. How do you have
didn't
one of those?
consider that.
Did that question just get sent to you and you're like, oh, I have one?
Yeah. I was like,
Incredible.
yeah, actually, I designed one a while back.
That's amazing. The Lateral book is out now. Just click on the link to get your copy.